For as long as humanity has existed, we have sought to understand the cosmos. From the ancient philosophers who first gazed up at the stars to the modern-day scientists peering through the lenses of powerful telescopes, we have all shared the same fundamental yearning: to grasp the mysteries of the universe, to answer the question, what lies beyond our reach? As we look up at the night sky, we feel a sense of awe, a sense of wonder, yes, but also a quiet longing. We are, in a way, separated from the very thing that captivates us. The universe feels both familiar and distant, like a story we have yet to fully understand. But what if, in that vast emptiness, we are not as alone as we think? What if, just beyond our perception, there exists a vast, parallel world, a twin reality to our own? In every corner of the universe, we have searched for answers. And yet, what if the most profound discovery has always been just beyond the edge of our understanding, waiting to be uncovered? Imagine the day, a day that will be etched into the annals of history, when, by mere chance, a group of brilliant minds uncovers a phenomenon that defies logic. It starts small, a blip on a screen, a distortion in the data. But as they examine the readings, the truth begins to unfurl itself like a mystery being solved in real time. Evidence of a parallel universe, an alternate reality existing side by side with our own. The implications are impossible to ignore. For so long, parallel universes were relegated to the realms of science fiction, a tantalizing concept, a theoretical puzzle. And yet, here it is, proof. Another universe, with its own laws of physics, its own timeline, its own reality. It's as if we found a mirror to our world, one where everything we know might be slightly, yet profoundly different. In that moment, the very fabric of our understanding of the universe begins to unravel. The boundary between science and philosophy blurs. How can we even begin to comprehend a discovery of this magnitude? What does it mean for our own existence if there is another world, another reality that mirrors our own in ways we cannot yet understand? As word of this extraordinary discovery spreads across the globe, the world holds its collective breath. Scientists are both awestruck and skeptical, struggling to process the implications of what they've found. This is not just an extraordinary moment for the scientific community. This is a moment for all of humanity. We are faced with the profound realization that our universe is not as unique as we thought. There is another, right beside us. This discovery could be the key to understanding the very nature of our reality. Imagine, each decision we make, each action we take, could create an entire universe of possibilities. Perhaps our understanding of time itself is incomplete. If this parallel universe exists, what does that mean for our understanding of the beginning of time, of space, of the very nature of existence? The questions arise faster than they can be answered. The theories, the possibilities, they feel infinite. Could this parallel universe explain the mysteries of dark matter or the bizarre behavior of black holes? Could it reveal new dimensions, hidden forces, or even new forms of life? With every answer, new questions emerge, and yet the hunger to know only grows stronger. The boundaries of what we thought was possible begin to stretch and bend, and a new era of exploration begins. But what exactly does a parallel universe mean? How can we truly grasp its significance? To understand this concept, we must venture beyond the limits of our everyday experience. Imagine that every moment, every choice, could give birth to a new reality. Each path, each decision, leading to an alternate version of ourselves, an alternate version of our world. In one universe, perhaps a single choice we made in our past was different. Maybe we never left home, never met a certain person, never took that leap of faith. And in that universe, a version of us lives a completely different life. Or perhaps, in another parallel world, history itself has unfolded in a way that we can't even imagine. Civilizations rise and fall, not as we know them, but in entirely unfamiliar patterns. There may be worlds where our sun never rose, where life did not evolve, or where another form of life thrived in our place. And yet, despite these infinite possibilities, the question lingers. What connects all of these worlds? What common thread runs through them, making them part of the same larger story? For us, the discovery of a parallel universe would invite questions far beyond the realm of science. It would force us to look inward, to question the very nature of our identity. In a world where countless versions of ourselves exist, where every decision creates an alternate reality, who are we really? Is the version of ourselves we know truly us? What would it mean to encounter another version of ourselves? One who made different choices, followed a different path. Would we feel a sense of connection? Or would we be confronted with the terrifying realization that, in some ways, we are strangers to our own selves? And yet, perhaps in that confrontation lies the answer. Perhaps we are all defined not by the paths we take, but by the questions we ask. The very act of wondering, of seeking, makes us human. In a multiverse, it is not the destinations that matter most, but the journey we undertake, and the choices we make, however small, along the way. With great discovery comes great responsibility. The knowledge that there is another universe, one that exists side by side with ours, raises profound ethical questions. What right do we have to interact with this other reality? Should we? Could we? And what if the consequences are far greater than we realize? What if our actions in one universe have unintended effects on another? The temptation to explore, to understand, to expand our knowledge will be great, but the risks are just as high. In the quest for knowledge, we must be careful not to lose sight of the profound interconnectedness of all realities and the potential consequences of our actions. But perhaps, in the discovery of a parallel universe, we find something even more profound, a deeper understanding of the meaning of our own existence. If we are but one version of reality, one path among infinite others, then what is it that makes our world and our lives significant? In the infinite expanse of the multiverse, we may come to realize that meaning is not something given to us from the outside, but something we create from within. It is in the choices we make, the relationships we forge, and the lives we touch. The discovery of parallel worlds does not diminish our significance, it amplifies it. For in this vast, boundless expanse of reality, the very act of living, of making choices, of seeking understanding, becomes our purpose. And that, perhaps, is the most profound discovery of all. As we gaze out into the infinite expanse of the multiverse, we are reminded of one simple truth. We are all connected, not just by the space between us, but by the choices we make, by the desire to understand, to explore, to reach beyond ourselves. And though we may be just one small part of this vast, interconnected web of existence, our search for meaning, for connection, is what gives our lives purpose. For in the infinite reaches of the cosmos, our curiosity, our yearning for knowledge, and our pursuit of truth are what bind us all together. The universe is vast, and beyond it, an infinite number of possibilities await. But in the end, it is our own journey. The questions we ask, the discoveries we make, and the meaning we create that truly defines us.